Hey folks, Dave here in Studio B, and setting up to play some Stone Cold Hockey tonight. I picked up the PDFs this afternoon. The PDFs are back on sale, and so I do have a lot of the print stuff, but I do like to have it on PDF because I was really trying to do the streaming with the camera here, and it just wasn't doing the job that I wanted it to do. So I said, you know something, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and just get the PDFs, and that way there I can get the screen capture, and I think that'll be just the best way to do it. So hopefully you agree with me, and we're going to play some, just setting up my feed here so I can keep an eye on the chat if anybody happens to come by. But that's where we are right now. So let me show you what I have. Because Michael Silva says, good wet evening. Yes, it's been raining pretty much all day here. Luckily, we got the games in today. His Keith stops by as well. But this is what I got. Let me see. What do you think? So this is my setup here. So that way there you can see the dice and you can see the teams. And again, I bought the PDFs today. I bought 2023. Well, the current season, I bought 74 and 83. So I have PDFs for 4 or 5 seasons now. And I have some printed stuff too, but again, I just couldn't get it to look that good. So I said, let me just do it the old-fashioned way of getting the PDFs and putting them up on the screen. So PDFs are back in stock, so get them while you can as Michael stops by as well. And we're going to play some of the Stanley Cup Finals. I don't know how deep we'll go. Let's see how long they take, see how much fun we have is what we're going to do. Now, it's been a while since I played this. I think I played it a week or two ago, and I was really rusty, so I'm kind of hoping I don't screw it up because there's a lot of things I need to check in this game. So I keep little stats over here, so that's like the first period, so that's kind of what I'm going to do, and it's just going to show you who scored and whatever, things like that. And alrighty, so let's get going here. I got my dice here. I got a whole bunch of other dice over here I'm going to be rolling as well. And let's see if we can play some of this. I don't want to move that because that's going to screw me up here because I got that in a very tight window here, as you can tell, to try to get this to work, Dave Little stops by. Dave, how are you feeling, by the way? I take it your eye thing's all better. Hopefully that's going well. So thanks for coming by, Dave. Bears Den picked up 64, 65, and 90, 91. Yeah, those I had, and I picked up, like I said, I picked up 3 more today. I'll probably go back and get them all at some point, but I did want to have the PDFs so you guys could see what's on the screen because I really just had a hard time getting the camera to look good. So this, I think, looks better so we can kind of all follow along and have some fun. So we got, I think I did this backwards, by the way. I did. I have the home team in white, which is what I'm used to. So we're going to have to go with that. So the home team's going to be in white. So we are in Vegas. I screwed that up, and I knew I would because I'm so used to I still like the home teams in white. It was fun for a couple of years, and now I don't like it anymore, So, all right, so let's get going here. Let's see if we can play some Stone Cold Hockey here, and hopefully I don't mess things up. This is a fun game. This and Shootout are 2 of my favorite games to play. They really are. Alrighty, so I got 2 minutes off the clock is kind of how we do this. So we get on to the 18-minute mark, and I have a 15. So we're going to have a puck battle. So right off the bat, we're going to have a puck battle. And we're going to roll the dice here. That is a 22. And we get an aggression check, and it's going to be a minor penalty in 1 hit. So let's do the aggression check. Now what I'm going to do is I have black for Vegas and red for Florida. And we're going to add 2 to the Florida die because their aggression is a little higher. So we have 14 and 3. So Vegas is going to win that. So that's going to be a hit to Florida and a penalty for Vegas. So we get a penalty on Vegas at 18 minutes. That's kind of how we're going to do that. Penalty for Vegas at the 18-minute mark. And Florida takes a hit, and so now their stamina goes down to 9. I believe that's how that plays out. The aggression check, minor penalty, and also a hit. All right, so it's going to be a power play now. And Bears Den says he likes the home teams in white as well. And Dave Little says his eye thing is mostly better. He can see and can drive. No more headaches. Wow. He still has a remnant of the bubble in his eye, so I can't fly yet, but no major issues. That's great. That's great. I'm glad that it gets better for you, Dave. It's just when you get older now, we deal with this stuff, and it's so frustrating, isn't it? All right, so it's going to be a power play right now. So let's take 1 minute off the clock because I think that's how we do the power play, right? 1 minute off the clock, and we're going to roll. Oh, let's check the power play here. So the power play for Florida is 8, and the PK is 5 for Vegas. So Florida's got a +3. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be using the +3 advantage over here. So that's what I'm going to be looking at, +3. And let's go for the first minute of the power play. And that's an 85. So an 85 is way down here. And kill zone. The PK kills this and the next one. So the penalty is over. So they kill off this one and the next one. Good job by the Vegas power play. And they kill off that Florida penalty. So now we need to get back to the game and roll the die. So 2 minutes off the clock, so we're down to 14 minutes to go here in a scoreless first period. And a 12 is going to be a control check. Alrighty, so on the control check, let's roll the die. And that's going to be a 6, so it's going to be Florida control. Alrighty, so is that how that worked there? Now, I'm drawing a blank now because that's kind of how I do it here, is I overthink things. It's an attack sequence. We roll the die. Okay, yep, so it's going to be controlled by Florida, and the defensive die is a 7, and that's going to be less than that. So that means the defensive blue die determines the score. If the blue die is equal to or less than the defensive rating, it's column D. So if blue die is equal to or less than, it's column D. Yes, so we're going to go to column D. So Florida's going to get a chance, but it's going to be in column D. And we're going to roll, and a 57 is going to be an off-balance shot, and so nothing happens there. Michael says, are you not able to assign penalties to players? I suppose if I wanted to, I could. So, if you want to, I can. I'm looking for final scores in this one. But if I roll this dice here, so I got a 37. If I look over at Vegas, my penalty of 37 is Pietrangelo. So if I wanted to, I could do Petri. Is that how you spell it? Oh, Petra. Oh, Pietrangelo. Angelo. So I suppose I could if I wanted to. So the penalty in Vegas, I roll the dice and I get the penalty. So yes, you can do that if you want to. Happy Father's Day to you, Al, as we're playing some Stone Cold hockey tonight. So yes, you can roll for all that stuff there. I probably should. It just takes longer to do, and I'm kind of not so concerned about who got the penalty as opposed to just who's scoring the goals. All right, so it's 0-0. We got 14 minutes left in the period. So let's do another die roll here. So we get 5 minutes off the clock, and that's going to be a 5 as well. So we got a 5 and a 5. So if my math is correct, it's going to bring us down to 9 minutes to go in the period. And a 5 is going to be a control check. So let's roll the dice. Red for control, blue for defense. So the control is 8, so it's going to be Florida again. And an 18, they're going to get a chance on the A chart is what that's going to be, right? So we're going to go to column A and roll our dice. So Florida with the chance. And we go to column A 66. Are they attack 12? No. Attack 8 or 9, it's a slot chance, right? So on a 66, attack 8 or 9, it's a slot chance. So they're attack 8. So they're going to get a chance from the slot. Okay, and incidentally, in net, we do have Bobrovsky and Hill. That's what we're going to do. Slot chance, right? 67. Slot chance. And, of course, that goes into the corner, right? So I get a 14 on the slot. A goalie at 12 makes the save. He's an 8. That's a score. So Florida scores. Oh, where's my things here? Hang on a sec. So Florida scores and then go up 1-0. So Florida gets the goal. Oh, let me do this. Florida 1-0. And we can see who gets the goal just by rolling here. We need to find out assists too, right? So we need to go to this. And a 15 is 2 assists. Random. But if a player is repeated, choose again. Choose somebody close. A 97. Wow, that's going to be the defensive player, Kiersted. Never heard of him. So, Kiersted Is it Stead? Yeah, Kierstead gets the goal for Florida, and they lead 1-0. We got 2 assists to hand out, so we have 22. So getting the assist is Reinhardt, not Renfield, but Reinhardt. And who gets the second assist? A 56 on the second assist is Bennett, right? No, he's the center, so we don't want to do that. So we're going to bump it down to Montour. Alrighty. So Kierstead from the defenseman from Reinhardt and Montour, and Florida goes up 1-0 if I did that all correctly, and I think I did. And Dwayne stops by, Marco stops by as well. And 1-0 Florida. If I did it all correctly, it's 1-0 Florida. Alrighty, so let's roll again here. And we got just a minute off the clock, so we got 8 minutes to play. And we get a 9, that's a 9, so it's going to be a control check. So red for control, blue for defense. A 9, so it's going to be another Florida bid, and a 15 is going to be good, so they're going to get a column A again. So Florida taking it to Vegas here in game 1 from column A. Oh, a 48, that's probably not bad. Their attack 8, so on a 48, they're going to get a chance from the point, is what that's going to be. Yep, so they're going to get a shot from the point. All righty, from the point, here's the shot. Oh, boy. 0-6, and they score. And Florida takes a 2-0 lead here in Vegas. 55 on the goal, and that's going to be Bennett. So Florida, 2-0 on the goal by Bennett. And let's see how many assists there are. 7. 2 assists. So we're going to choose the nearest forward and then roll. So Bennett is going to get, boy. There's a lot of centers on that team. So I guess they got like 7 centers on that team. I think they're missing some wings. Yeah, they only have a handful of wings out there. All right, so if we're going to go the nearest forward that's not a center, we're going to go Tkachuk. And let's see who gets the second assist. 6 is Tkachuk again. So I need to go to somebody different. So I guess we're going to go to Montour again. I guess, again, this is kind of tacked on for fun, but it is what it is. All right, so 2-0 Florida. And they're kind of taking it to Vegas right now. I just don't like all those centers and defensemen piled up there on the goals there because it's really, you can't get any of the wings. So maybe it was just centers and defensemen scoring goals for Florida. I don't know. But again, we're just here having some fun. So I got 3 minutes off the clock. So we're going to go to 5 minutes now. And we have another control check because it's a 5. So red for control. 6 again. It's Florida. But this time with the 5, it's going to be off the defensive chart D. So D is, oh boy, it's a 19. And tough defending, so nothing's going to happen there. So good defense by Vegas finally as they protect around the goaltender Hill. 1 minute off the clock on this one now. So we're down to 4 minutes to play. And 18 is going to be a puck battle. We have a puck battle here in the first period. And that's going to be that's a 62. And a 62 is battle back. Trailing team hustles to win possession. So Vegas wins possession. And roll column A attack. If tied, the higher team deals 1 hit. If the aggression, both teams deal 1 hit if it's tied. It's not. So the game is not tied, so it's going to be column A. And this is one of my favorite things about this game, is that right there, the chance for the team to kind of come back. It just kind of makes it fun. Column A for Vegas, 61. And their attack is, it's only a 6 for Vegas. How they won the cup with attack 6, I don't know. So we have a 61, and that's going to be a slot chance. With an attack 6, it's a slot chance. And from the slot, it's a 31. And the goalie over there, Bobrovsky, is a 7, and a 31 is a goal. And they score. I'm not sure which one to use for the goal. How about that? All right. Vegas makes it now 2-1. And let's see here. There's going to be 2 assists. And let's see who gets the goal. So 67 on the goal is going to be Nicholas Roy, or wow, how do we want to say that? So he gets the goal. A 2 over here is Marchessault. I know, but was the center. So I'm going to go Riley Smith. And the next one here is 96 on the assist. And McNabb, the defenseman. Okay. All right, so 2-1 now as Vegas scores. Actually, how do I do that? It's a Vegas goal, but Florida leads. Yeah, we'll figure it out. All righty. So 4 minutes to go in the period. Not a fast-moving game at all. A 4 is going to be a control check. So let's see who's going to control the puck. 20 and 18. That's going to be Vegas controlling and off of column A. So Vegas off of column A. A 66. Oh, that's not going to be very good with the attack 6. And they do not connect on this play at all, and it goes awry. So that is JT and Bernard stop by. And so we put those away. Try to straighten out my dice tower here. Dwayne stops by as well. I could. I just want to see who scored the goal, though. So Florida went up 2, so Vegas scores. It's 2-1. So that's just the current score. So we'll just have to kind of do it in our heads, shall we? All righty. 3 minutes to play. Another minute off the clock. There's a lot of action here in this first period. A 12 is going to be a control check. So let's do the control check. 20 and 10. That's going to be another A chance for Vegas. So Vegas, column A, trying to tie this thing up. A 5, and they will score. Yep. Attack 2 or more, and they score. So Vegas scores. And it's 2-2. So a very exciting first period here. There's going to be 2 assists. And 97 with the goal, and that is McNabb. So McNabb with a goal and an assist in this game. First assist goes to 19, and that's going to be Eichel. So Jack Eichel getting involved in things. And number 39 on the other assist is Steve. We're going to go to Stone. We're going to drop it down to a right winger, Stone. He's got a heart of stone. All righty, so it's 2-2. How about that? Just like that as Brian stops by as well. D. Scott Howard coming by. We got a full house here tonight as we play some Stone Cold hockey. Hopefully I'm playing it correct. Marco, if you're here, check me on this because you played this as well. So I'm hoping I'm not making any mistakes. All righty, 2 minutes to play and 6, and that'll end the first period. So the score after 1, it's Vegas 2 and Florida 2. And now let's go to the second period. And just the one power play, and that was for Florida. Vegas had the only penalty. Okay, second period action here in game 1. Oh, I didn't change the score, did I? 2-2. And it's going to be second period. And 20 minutes on the clock. Here we go. All right, so we got 4 minutes off the clock this time. Finally, a lot of time coming off. 2 is going to be a control check. And that's going to be a 17-15. So Vegas column A. Vegas in column A. And, a 12. And they score. Vegas scores again. And so now they lead this one 3-2. Let's see how many assists. There's going to be 2 assists. And who gets the goal? This is the funnest part of this game, is rolling for the the goal scorer, a 5. And Marchessault. So I'm just going to put Marsh. I'm not going to spell it all the way. So Marchessault gets the goal. Assists going to 35. And that's the, we're going to go to Stone again because he's the closest guy to 35 that's not a center. And 80. And so we're going to go with this other guy. We're going to drop it down because Barbashev's a center, so we can't give it to Barbashev. So we're going to go to Dorofeyev. All right. So 3-2 Vegas. They come back with 3 quick goals. Eiko's working fast food takeout. Yes, that's awesome. That's awesome. All righty, so let's continue on here in the second period. Oh, Vegas now up 3-2, by the way. I got to continue my score sheet here. Let me see. We have 2 minutes off the clock. And we have a 19. So we're going to have a puck battle here in the second period. And a 59 on a second period puck battle is battle back. Trailing team hustles to win possession. Column A. So Florida, column A. 72 from column A. Ooh, it's not going to be that good. Broken stick foils the play. So, not a thing going on here. Dominic stops by as well. 6 minutes off the clock. Now the clock is moving. So now we get down to 8 minutes to play. 4 is going to be another control check. These have been running hot, by the way, and they still run hot. So Florida from column A. Florida with a chance to tie. Attack of 8. A 52. And they're going to get a chance from the point. So it's a point chance for Florida. And an 18, that might be good. And Hill's an 8. A goalie of 10 makes the save. Otherwise, they score. So Florida has tied it up. And it's now 3-3. And we're going to get 2 assists as well. And the goal is scored by Montour, who's having a day here. Montour with a pair of assists and now a goal. And let's see who's going to get the assists on the Montour goal. 6. So it's going to be Marchessault. And who else? 33 on the assists. And that looks like it's going to be, it says Stevenson, so I'm going to have to drop it down to Stone. So Stone on that one. And so now it's tied up at 3-3. So we got a lot of craziness happening here in game 1. I got a 4 and a 14, so 4 minutes off the clock. That brings us down to 4 minutes of play in the period. 14 is a puck battle, so we have another second period puck battle. David C. coming by as well here. 98, that might be something crazy. Go to the enforcer table. Dun, dun, dun. All righty, we go to the enforcer table, and we have a 5. Payback. The team with a lower stamina deals 1 hit. Either way, a fight occurs. Okay, so they're going to deal 1 hit. So Vegas is going to take the stamina hit. So now they both have 9. And a fight occurs. So now let me go to my fight chart. And now we need to see on a fight. Man, something's weird about a fight here. Oh, there's the fighting major. Okay, so let's see who's in the fight. So we have 89, which is going to be Smith, the right winger for Florida. And for Vegas, a 27 is Keegan Kolesar. So Kolesar and Smith, and the agitator is with Vegas. So, but with no enforcer, so it's just a normal fight. And a 51 on a normal fight is it's a brief brawl. The visitor lands hard before they go down. Visiting team +1 stamina and a column A attack in the next time slot. Alrighty, so they get their stamina back, right, on the 51. Visiting team +1 stamina. So Florida get the better of that. They get their stamina back, and We go to the 3-minute mark, and they get an attack A. And that's a 45. Attack A with an 8. And a 45 is going to be a crease chance. So Florida with a crease chance after the fight. An 11, and that's going to be a goal all day long. So Vegas, Florida scores now to take a 4-3 lead here in the second period. And we're going to have 2 assists. We take the nearest guy. So let's see who scores the goal for Florida. 64 is going to be Ekblad, the defenseman. Ekblad, the defenseman. Bennett's going to get an assist. You got 2 T's or 1 T? Bennett has got 2 T's. All right, so I need to spell him up here. And who's going to get the second assist on that goal? 73. Forsling, the defenseman. So some weird names coming up here in this game, but it is now 4-3 Vegas. 4-3 Florida. Interesting game here. All righty. And we have just 1 minute off the clock. So there's 2 minutes to play. And we got a control check. And it's going to be Florida from the D column. So good defense there by Vegas will turn that away. And the defender deals 1 hit as the shot goes wide. So now that'll bump them back down to a 9. And we shall play on with 2 minutes to go here in the period. And that'll end it. So we get down to the 0-0 mark. And that ends the period. So let's go to the third. It's been back and forth. Florida with a 2-0 lead. Vegas scored 3 in a row, and then Florida came back with 2 of their own, and they will hold the lead here, 4-3. All right, third period action. 3 minutes off the clock. Yep, 3 minutes, Dave, not 4. 3 minutes off the clock. Straighten out my little dice thing here. And what do we got? A 12. We're going to have a control check. Control in red. So it's going to be a Vegas control. And, the 7 is going to be greater than the 6 defense. So column A. Column A for Vegas trying to get back into this thing. And a 0-0-0 is a score. A wicked slap shot is buried behind the goaltender. And in this third period now, Vegas scores to tie it at 4-4. Let's see how many assists. So we got 2 assists. 80 on the goal. And it's going to be Shea Theodore. So Theodore with the goal. Let's see about the assists. A 23 is Stone, who's having himself a game. And the second assist is a 56 for Vegas. And it's going to be Roy. And so we are now tied at 4-4 here in the third period. So back and forth we go in this game. 6 minutes off the clock. I think that's the first 6 we've rolled. And a 9 will be control check again. And it's going to be control Vegas, column A. Here we go, Vegas, column A is a 69 giggity. And attack 6 does absolutely nothing on a 69. Broken stick. So we continue on with the game tied at 4-4. We have a 2 minutes off the clock. And a 10 is going to be control check. So we have Vegas, column A, the home team with a chance. Column A, 36 this time. And they're going to get a crease chance on the 36. So Vegas in the crease. A 40. And they score. Vegas scores again. And they lead this now 5-4. So Vegas with the goal. Back and forth we go. And who's going to get this goal here? 74. And Paul Cotter is going to get this one as Vegas goes up here at home. We got 2 assists. We got 43 on the first one. So Cotter from Carrier. And the second assist is going to be, we'll give it a mush or so. Why not? I know there's 2 centers out there, but what the heck? It's third period, right? So, all righty. So here we are with 9 minutes to play in Vegas with 2 goals here to erase that Florida lead. Here we go. And it's 5 minutes off the clock. And we're going to have a puck battle. So with 4 minutes to play, we got a puck battle going on here. 67 in the third period. Crash the net. An aggression check, and the higher result deals a hit, and a hit if they have enforcers and a crease chance. So we could do an aggression check. They don't have any enforcers. So we can wipe that out. So on a 67, crash the net, we do an aggression check. And neither team has an enforcer. And so higher deals a hit, and they get a crease chance. All righty. So Vegas in black and Florida in red. And Vegas is going to do it. So Vegas crashes the net. They deal a hit, and they get a crease chance. So Vegas playing hard at home here. Going to knock the stamina down to 8, which really hasn't come into play, and they're going to get a crease chance. So a chance from the crease. A 99 is a save made by any goalie. So they are turned aside by Bobrovsky. Yes, as Fenner stops by as well. And Vegas still with that lead, though. And 6. That's going to bring us down to the 2-minute warning. And so now let's roll here, and that's going to be 1. So we're going to go to the 140 mark, 5-4. And we're not going to take the goalie out just yet. A 17 is going to be a puck battle. So let's see what happens on a third period puck battle. And that's going to be an 86. And an 86 says, crash the net again. So we're going to go crash in the net. Aggression check. And it's even. Florida has more aggression, though, so they add 2 to their roll. So the stamina goes to 8 for Vegas, and it's a crease chance for Florida to tie the game. The Panthers, they shoot a 22, and they score. So Florida scores, and this game is tied here. Oh, boy. At the end. And let me see. As far as the timing goes, where's my timing? I need my timing notes. Let's get the goals here first, right? So Florida has tied it up at 5-5. So we're going to overtime. Of course we are. We're only going to have 1 assist. So the goal was scored on the 3 by Verhaeghe. Did I say his name? Verhaeghe scores the goal. There's 1 assist on the play, and that's going to go to Tkachuk. So Tkachuk setting up Verhaeghe. That's how you say his name, and we're tied at 5. Now, I do want to check real quick the timing here. Okay, so the empty net timing is that right there. So I think we just have regular. So I think overtime is just going to be a regular period, as far as I know. All right, so it looks like we're heading to overtime. But let's roll the dice, and let's see. What I'm going to do is, if it's a 1 or a 2, we got to play. If not, it's a 2. So we're going to go to the last minute. So we're in the last minute of play here. There's just over Just a couple of seconds left. And we're going to get a control check. That's how I'm playing this out. We're going to have a control check. So let's see who's going to get control. Red die is key. 14 is going to be Vegas. And a 7 is going to be column A. Vegas, can they score late? Here's the chance. 75 and comeback surge. If attacking team is trailing, they score. Although if it's tied, it's a slot chance. All right, so it's in the slot. Let's see who has the puck, okay? Let's use the alternate rule. So it's a 62. So it's going to be Phil Kessel, of all people. Phil Kessel with the puck in the slot to win it for Vegas. Phil Kessel in the slot. Oh, a 77. And that's going to be turned aside by Bobrovsky. And we go to overtime. All right, folks. I'm pretty sure OT is just OT. I don't think there's really anything different about OT, as far as I know, because we're not playing 3-on-3. So here we are. We're in overtime of game 1. And let's see what's going to happen here. And I should fix this, yeah. But I just want to know who scored. It's going to keep it like that. We all know the score. It's 5-5. We're in overtime. Here we go, folks. Who's going to win this one here? And we have 4 minutes off the clock. And it's a 16. And 8 is going to be a control check. Red die is the key. The red die is your friend. And Vegas, column A. So Vegas and column A. And a 56. It's going to be a slot chance. No, it's not. It's nothing because they're attack 6. Ooh, they got absolutely nothing. So that is that. So their chance goes by the boards, I'm pretty sure. Again, I could be making some mistakes here, but, we're having some fun tonight. And Glenn shows up for overtime, yeah. He didn't have a hot dog, so he didn't have the energy, is what it is. Alrighty, so we have 3 minutes off the clock here in the first overtime. So we're down to 13 minutes. And we got a 6, so it's going to be another control check. And it's going to be Florida with column A. So here's a chance for Florida in column A, in overtime. 83. Is the attacking stamina greater than the defense? No. Equal? Yes, it's a slot chance. So Florida with a slot chance to try to win this. Who's going to take the shot? 95. So this is going to be the defenseman, or the right winger, Zach Dalpe. Zach Dalpe with a chance to win it for Florida in overtime. From the slot. Oh, wait. Where am I from now? From the slot. Dalpe from the slot. 25, and he scores. And Florida will take this one in overtime, 6-5. On the goal by the right winger, Zach Dalpe. A lot of strange names in this game. A lot of strange names. And we have 1 assist on this play, and it's going to be 19 on the assist, and it's going to be Tkachuk. So Tkachuk sets up Dalpe, and that is the game. And Florida takes this one 6-5. I was going to play more games, but that one just took a long time, so I think I'm going to call it a night with that. It's been a long day over here. And that's that. So Florida 6-5 in overtime, and they lead the series 1-0, if I played it correctly, and hopefully I did. So anyway, back in Studio B. Yeah, that was fun. So I've been playing a shootout, and I'm playing some Stone Cold as well. I go back and forth. I just picked up all the PDFs there the other day, and this morning actually. So now I have a bunch of graphics I can use now to make it look a little bit better. So let me turn that away from the camera. So, but all right. So there's some Stone Cold hockey. And you like the horns? Yeah, those are the old NHL 94 sound effects that I found. I just plugged them into the mixer there. And the Panther Magic comes through again. Somebody I never heard of scored the goal. But I am playing Modern Season, so that is kind of fun. And I'm having fun with that. So anyway, that's some Stone Cold Hockey here. And I'll probably play some of the other games offline. And maybe if I have a deciding game, I'll come back here on the channel and play it live for you guys. But I at least wanted to get the series off and running since I just picked up the PDF today. Again, if you get a chance, head over to Stone Mountain. Just search Stone Mountain Stone Cold Hockey. And the PDFs are back on sale. So definitely grab those and load up on those PDFs. And that is that. So thanks, everybody, for coming by. And we'll catch up with you all later.